Nightwing 31, Tim Seeley writing and Miguel Madoncha on art. Obviously, Tim Seeley is leaving this in a couple of issues' time, but for 1 or 2 months, he is doing both Nightwing and Green Lantern, so he's a busy man.
Yeah.
Which, obviously Raptor's back in Bloodhaven. And Raptor, basically sensing that Nightwing's working with Blockbuster, goes and, Blockbuster, not as Blockbuster, but as Desmond Roland, is going to do a speech for a bunch of
Right.
kids. Because, he is someone who loves his city, he wants to make these speeches and inspire people.
Here Seeley goes making a third dimensional character again. Like I had chalked up to Blockbuster just being this criminal element that's like taking advantage of everybody. But the way that he talks to these high school students about, trying to make themselves better, I really do believe now that he wants what's best for Bloodhaven, even if he's going to do it on the underhanded side.
Yeah, he will do it by means, less than,
Yeah.
pleasant means to get accomplish it, but his goal's kind of noble in a way.
Yeah.
But Raptor shows up and basically to discredit him, forces him to turn into Blockbuster in front of the kids, and now they're all terrified of him and they see him as a monster.
Yep.
So, he's pissed about that. Meanwhile, Nightwing and Huntress go and deal with the Whaleenders. They're trying to steal some a fish thing that is used for medication.
Yeah.
I could check,
I love
but I'm not
that.
going to.
No, I love that there was that editor's box that said, "No joke, this is a real thing. Look it up." About that horseshoe crab blood is apparently used in some kind of medicine.
Yeah.
I was
Fair
just
enough.
like, okay, I believe you.
They did some research to put in a nice little fact that I didn't know. So that's fine. That's cool.
But I like that the whale enders, because we know that Blockbuster took out Orca, and Orca was like their heavy, and so they go in there and they're trying to become their own heavy, so they don't get taken advantage of. And that dude injects himself with whatever the thing is, and it just
No,
completely messes
not
with him.
dude, lady. It's
The lady,
what's this?
but
Merkel, I want to say.
was it?
I think so.
Okay. So wait, are all the whale enders ladies?
No, not all of them. Just the leader.
Okay. I gotta go back. I was reading this issue very fast, so.
Yeah,
But
the leader's female, and then the rest are a bunch of dudes.
okay, well, the leader injects themselves with this stuff, and it doesn't work out quite well. And I got quite the laugh out of it, just because usually in a comic, that's usually when a new villain's created.
It doesn't
but not
even.
here.
It's not even just that it doesn't work out well. It doesn't work out well in about 2 panels. Like she's down.
Yeah,
She's taken care
exactly.
of. It's done. So Huntress gets pissed though because she realizes that they're on a tip from Blockbuster,
Yeah,
and she does not take kindly to that. And
because
Nightwing,
he works with the mob, and she hates the mob.
yeah, and Nightwing
Yeah.
gets a couple of hits in, and this is basically them breaking up. Which, if I have a complaint about
Yeah.
this, is that it does feel just kind of. If this was so tenuous that it was just going to be a quick thing, I feel weird about them treating it like it was an actual relationship then breakup.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
No, it's. I feel like Seeley's just trying to capitalize on the Grayson tie-in. Like he wrote that really cool, the whole spiral wrap up, and wanted to keep Huntress there, so it just didn't seem like that's what he was doing. I'd rather for her just go back to Birds of Prey, and them not do this whole relationship thing.
I mean,
You know?
I thought it was fine at the end of that arc where they did, but it could have just been a one-time thing, and then like, okay, right,
Yeah.
we can't be a couple. That was like a one-time. And well, I liked the scene she had in the last issue. I feel like this. I don't know. It felt like a breakup that didn't need to be a breakup. It could have just been, like they're not a couple. They had one night thing. That's fine.
Yeah.
I don't know. It felt like an extraneous breakup, given that we already had a big breakup with Sean, which was very emotional and did have a lot of impact.
Yep.
So that'd be my one criticism of it. So speaking of Sean, she actually goes to find Pigeon just to warn her because if what's going down with Raptor is happening, she still wants to go and warn her old buddy, even though she's not in the best place with her. But when she goes in, she finds Raptor's mask. Raptor seems to be working with Pigeon. Or that's at least what she thinks. It could potentially be that he murdered her or something, but she's probably just working with him.
No, it makes sense because it seems that their goals are aligned. Where she's more about making a symbol, he's about actually tearing it down. So
They're both anti-Nightwing as well. So that's always a
big time.
fun thing. So that's setting stuff up. Meanwhile, Nightwing is still sort of working at the blackjack table in Desmond's casino. and we have the cliffhanger at the end where Raptor in regular clothes. It took me a second to realise who this was. I'm not gonna lie. It took me a little second because you can see the metal cloth things he has on his sort of glove.
Yeah.
But like he's there and he's got a suit. It's in his colours. It's in the orange and kind of black.
Of course.
Colours. But he's like, yeah, deal me in, dick. And that's a cliffhanger.
I always love the double entendre of his name. So you can just add it to things.
You can.
I love when one of the Robins will do that. You know, way to go, dick. And it works. But yeah.
No, it's good. This was a fine next chapter. I had that one complaint about the needless breakup with Huntress, but otherwise I like what it's building to. I like what it's doing with Raptor actually going after Blockbuster and being like, hey, you know, you think you're working against me and you think you're a step ahead because you've got this alliance now? No. I know what I'm doing. I'm ahead of the game. I'm ahead of you. I'm 10 steps ahead.
Yep.
That's Nightwing. Any other thoughts on Nightwing before I shift us on?
Just art was nice. Nothing.
It was fine.
Spectacular.
It was consistent with the last couple of issues. I like the their entrance to the whole the Waylanders fight.
Yeah.
That full page spread of Nightwing, his baton coming to, almost as if it's coming towards the camera. It had a really good pop to it, really good 3D kind of effect to it. So I'll give it that.
Also, the runoffs all crammed in the van with Gorilla Grimm in the back.
That's amusing.
Just a funny visual, just because this big old hulking gorilla. But yeah, that's all.
Yeah, it was a solid issue of Nightwing. If not a standout one necessarily, but pretty cool.